Let's talk about a city that's so much more than just a place on a map. This is Ayodhya, one of Hinduism's 7 holiest cities. It's a living, breathing epic, the very birthplace of Lord Rama. It's a place where that ancient story, the Ramayana, feels like it's still happening. You can feel it in every street and every temple.
And the name itself is so powerful. Ayodhya means the invincible city. Just think, this was the legendary capital of the ancient Kosala kingdom. It's the grand stage where one of the world's greatest stories kicked off. It's right here that Prince Rama was born, setting into motion an epic that has shaped culture for thousands of years.
But to really get why this city is so important, we have to talk about one single concept: Dharma. You see, Rama is considered the perfect embodiment of Dharma, of truth, of duty, of doing the right thing. For millennia, pilgrims have traveled here not just to see a place, but to connect with that powerful ideal.
And that deep, enduring faith brings us right to the heart of modern-day Ayodhya, the very center of this pilgrimage, the recently inaugurated main temple. It is an absolutely breathtaking monument to devotion.
And when I say breathtaking, I also mean the scale is just, wow. The entire temple complex spans an incredible 70 acres. You have to understand, this isn't just a single building. It's designed to be this vast spiritual and cultural experience for the millions of people who come to visit.
The temple itself is a true architectural masterpiece. It's built in the traditional Nagara style, and every inch is covered in these intricate pink sandstone carvings. The sculptures literally bring the Ramayana to life. And right at its heart, in the most sacred space, is the idol of Ram Lala, which represents Lord Rama as a divine child.
Now, as magnificent as that main temple is, and believe me, it is, that's really just the beginning. The entire city is like a sacred landscape, dotted with these incredibly significant spiritual sites. So, you ready? Let's take a quick tour.
The layers of history here, it's just incredible. On a hill, you've got Hanuman Gari, a fortress temple where the mighty Hanuman is said to eternally guard the city. Then there's Kanak Pavan, the Golden House, which is just stunning with its gold-crowned idols. You can even visit sites like Nageshwarnath, which was founded by Rama's own son, or Treta Ke Thakur, marking the spot of a great ancient ritual. You see, each one tells a different piece of this giant epic story.
Okay, so we've talked about the incredible buildings, but the city's spirit, its living soul? Well, for that, we have to go to the sacred Sarayu River. This river, it truly is the lifeblood of Ayodhya.
One of the most mesmerizing things you can experience here is the evening arti, the prayer ceremony at the riverbanks. Just picture it. Everyone gathers as priests perform these synchronized rituals with fire and chanting. But the real magic happens right after, when thousands of little oil lamps, called diyas, are set afloat, turning the entire river into a flowing, glittering sea of light.
And that incredible image on the river, that's really just a taste of something even bigger. So that leads to a question. What happens when it's not just the river, but the entire city that becomes a sea of light?
Well, the answer is Deepotsav. This is Ayodhya's spectacular festival of lights, which happens during Diwali. The entire city is lit up with millions of earthen lamps. I mean, literally millions. They've actually set Guinness World Records. The whole festival recreates that legendary celebration of Rama's return from exile, and the atmosphere is just absolutely magical.
So, it's easy to think of Ayodhya as a city that's just steeped in ancient tradition, maybe even frozen in time. But what's happening there right now is a remarkable transformation. It's carefully blending its sacred soul with the needs of a modern global gateway.
And this evolution is fascinating to watch. On one hand, you have the ancient essence, the sacred temples, the timeless rituals, the living epic, and that's all being preserved and honored. But at the exact same time, a whole modern gateway has been built around it. We're talking a new international airport, world-class roads, and digital facilities, all to welcome visitors comfortably from every corner of the globe.
And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. Ayodhya's story isn't just about preserving the past. It's about making that past accessible and totally relevant today. It leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. How does a city keep an ancient epic story not just alive, but actually thriving for a modern world?